Hello, Victor here at RestoringMercedes.com. This video is for Alonzo in Ohio. Alonzo, I want to show you the situation with throttle body, and I'm going to explain what I see here. So now, the problem here that I see with throttle body currently, there's a problem with both units actually. You have your Egas module here. It's it's been sitting here. I'm using my controller because I have my computer connected to the controller. So for now, it's just sitting idle. I got the plugs, but I already tested it, so I'll tell you about it in a minute. So what have we here is that, let's see if computer restarts. My problem with throttle body is that it is jumping a little bit. First of all, I see binding on the actual throttle linkage here. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but as you can see, when I close it slow, it jumps. See how it's not linear at the end? And I cannot really do it manually. Like, I'm just slowly closing it. It should not be jumping like that. And you can hear it with the motor, like it's jumping, it's not synced. So that is one of the problems. Let me do something here. Let me try to see if we can see any readings. Readings will be actually slow to react, unfortunately, so most likely they will not show up. Yeah, computer is on now. Okay, so let's try it. Let's see if we can get, well, I already know that they will not show right. Micro switches are okay. Voltages seem to relate okay to each other. I do see binding on the linkage, because you see when plate closes, linkage follows. It should not follow. It should be independent. Especially at the end here, it's pretty kind of messed up. Alright, so anyway, let's just do, I mean, this is not healthy, I'll tell you right now. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm trying to show the problem first. See what I do not like with this unit. Even though the wires here, they're fine, and I see that somebody tried to clean it. I guess you cleaned the plate. It seems like the plate was removed at some point because the rivets are broken on the plate. And that's that. Let me just see. I'm trying to show you the actual visual on that motor jumping. As you can see, this is an updated unit. It has nice clean cables there. Let's see if we could catch the motor jumping. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually, it's kind of moving. Okay, now it warmed up a bit, but here you see how it's like, see how it jumped? And I'm just, it shouldn't do that. It should be very, very linear. It's supposed to be very precise. Here, see, it cannot find its location, kind of. So here it goes. You see how it's like, I cannot make it happen. It's like, even if I just move the throttle linkage fast, as you can see, I'm moving it fast, it just keeps following at the good segment. But now it just, you see how it's like going back and forth, and it's always at the end. If I do it in a good segment, see, it doesn't do it. It's not jumping. If I go to bad segment, you can see how the gear, it jumps back and forth. That's not good. That's at the bed segment. See how the gear is jumping. And I'm doing the same thing, as you can see my finger in the background. I'm doing the same thing as if I do on you see it's binding as well. But anyway, good segment back at the end. You see, I'm moving my finger. It follows okay. Bad segment. No good. All right. Anyway, so this is the issue with the throttle body. I have to take it out completely apart. I have to get into the brains, see what's happening inside the actual brains. So that's what I need to do. Now, moving along with the Egas module. Now, there is a problem with the Egas module. I did test it on both, on your throttle and on one of my throttles that I know that is good. And in both cases, it shows fault. It works until it until it warms up, and once it's warm, then it shuts down. When I come over, it can happen, you know, like an hour or so. It heats up, shuts down. So there is also an issue here. I don't know if the throttle body that this throttle was replaced with caused the module to fail, but also I see some marks here, some paint marks that kind of like makes me feel like this unit was a replacement salvage yard unit. Usually that's what salvage yards do. They put in a little marks. They don't want people to take them apart. And it's actually, it was also opened up. As you can see, the rivet here was broken. So I'm sure this unit was apart. There is really nothing you see inside these units when they fail. They all look pretty nice and clean. Nothing burned, nothing like that. But again, this is the situation here. So Egas is to be replaced. I'll open it up and take a look again, of course, and see what happens. I'll try to change one part inside, see if that will help, and also leave it on the bench overnight. If it shuts down, then that would not help, but I'm thinking it is something to do with some chips, maybe capacitors, we'll see. But throttle body, that's all purely the throttle body issue, and that's what I'm gonna get to next. First, I need to get this jittery from the motor, this jumping from the motor to be taken care of, and then you at least will have a working throttle body, because wires are good, coil seems to be fine. It's been on the bench for 2 days straight, coil seems to be alive, but the brains, no good. We'll see. I mean, I'll have to take it all apart, take the brains out, and then we'll see what's going on. Then I will know. The wires, no need to do anything with wires. Okay, so I got you this update so you know what's happening here, and I'm sure I can deal with throttle body. This will be saved, and Egas module, we'll see, but most likely to be replaced. But at least you will know that your throttle body is not the cause once I fix this jumping situation, because it's still, when it gets warm, it actually gets better. When it warms up, the throttle body, once it warms up on the bench, see, the motor cannot find, see, it cannot find its stop. It's not the motor problem, because in a good segment, like I said, see, it finds its spot perfectly, because it is precise. See, it's not jumping. You go to bad segment, see, it's warming up, it's getting better, but in reality it's not good. It should be tested and make sure that potentiometer is fine. I have a suspicion maybe it has oil contamination, so that will explain it, because the tracks, they don't make good contacts. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, I have to go into the delicate part, but other than that, throttle body obviously is an updated unit and wires are fine, so we don't need to rewire it. Okay, so this is an update. I'll send it to you right now, and when I get more news, then I will update you as well. So this is it for now. This is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.